Wowzer! Where is that lazy good-for-nothing? Wowzer! Wowzer! Oh, there you go. Do you have any idea what time it is?
Oi, Professor. Someday you're gonna give me a heart attack waking me up like
Were
that.
you planning to sleep all day? It's past lunchtime.
That late, huh? I had no idea. Well, I better start by eating breakfast and lunch if I'm ever gonna catch up.
Not on your flea-bitten life. You're going to catch up on your chores around the house before you get anything to eat. Is that understood?
Oh, come on. Have a heart.
You were supposed to patch that hole in the roof last week. Make sure you nail it securely. I don't want it falling off.
Well, of course, it wouldn't bother the old grouch a bit if I fell off.
I think this kind of job is a little over Wowzer's head, Professor. Want me to give him a hand?
That's a very generous offer, Ratso, but this is something Wowzer's going to have to do on his own. I want him to learn his lesson.
Oh, he'll learn his lesson all right.
It's criminal making somebody do this work on an empty stomach. I'll write my congressman. Oh.
Wowzer, say something. Are you all right?
Oh, I think so. Just a little dizzy.
Dear, it's all my fault. Ratso, hurry, give me a hand. We've got to get him to bed immediately.
Right.
Wowzer, speak to me, please. Thank goodness you're coming around at last. Now lie still. I'm going to fetch a doctor.
Oh, I'm okay. Don't bother. I only want something to eat before I starve to death.
Yes, of course. I'll fix you some lunch right away. And while I'm doing that, Ratso, you find the doctor.
Leave everything to me.
Oh, my goodness. I wish I knew my way around the kitchen as well as I do around subatomic particles. I never know where to begin.
I think Wowzer would appreciate a little hot mustard and pepper on his sandwich. You know, to give it a little seasoning.
Well, Wowzer, how are you feeling now?
Okay, but not great.
Steady, Wowzer. Ratso will be back soon with the doctor. And in the meantime, have a bite to eat. That ought to boost your spirits.
This is kind of a skimpy lunch, isn't it, Professor?
I'll fix you something more elaborate after you've seen the doctor.
It's food, at least.
He must be running a temperature.
I knew that would put a little color in his cheeks. I think Wowzer deserves better than an ordinary veterinarian.
Professor Dingy, Linda and I knew you'd be so concerned for Wowzer after his accident that you wouldn't think of your own needs, so we took it upon ourselves to cook you some dinner.
That's very kind of you, Beatrice.
Hey, what about me? I'm starving over here.
You be quiet and save your strength.
Oh, help me.
Don't worry, Wowzer. I've got something for you, too.
Linda, did I ever tell you how wonderful I think you are?
Here you are.
Hang on, everybody. The doctor's here to take care of Wowzer.
Good for you, Ratso.
Meet veterinarian and state wrestling champ Dr. Linus Kahn.
Now, which one of you people is the sick one?
The one in the bed, and he's not a people, he's a dog.
You will leave me alone with the patient, okay?
Dr. Kahn's the foremost expert in his field. Better do as he says.
Yes, it's an honor to meet someone of his stature.
I am ready to begin now, okay?
All right, Doctor. We're leaving. Just shout if you need anything.
You tell me where it hurts, okay?
It doesn't hurt anywhere yet.
So, doggy, you want to do things the hard way, okay?
No, please, I'm okay. Really, I am.
You must hurt somewhere, and I'll find out where by doing a complete examination,
Why
okay?
don't you take my word for it?
We'll start with your neck. Now let's take a look at your legs.
That looks like fun.
And now your spine. That does it, okay? The important thing is you mustn't move around at all for several days or you'll undo all the work that I've done. I will send you the bill, okay? Okay.
The doc said he wasn't supposed to move for a few days.
Don't worry, after Dr. Kong's treatment, I'll be lucky if I can ever move again.
You should be glad he could make a house call on such short notice.
Ungrateful mutt.
But now Wowzer won't be able to feed himself. Professor, isn't this something you can do?
I don't know. Yes, I think I have just what we need. Fortunately, I had already worked out the design on paper, so it was just a matter of executing it. Voila!
Wow, what a spread.
The dingy auto feeder will allow you to eat without having to lift a paw, Wowzer.
You trust this machine?
Of course, it's completely automated and completely safe.
Professor, you're so brilliant, I actually get goosebumps.
Some of his ideas frighten me, too.
This one has worked out perfectly. I'll demonstrate. Well, what do you think now, Wowzer?
Great!
It's like having a dozen butlers at your beck and call, isn't it?
I'll say.
The best thing about it is that it will switch itself off when it runs out of food.
That's a relief, so we don't have to watch this dog eat the rest of the day. How about slipping into the next room for a spot of tea?
Delighted.
So long!